Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Hope on Wheels. My name is Travis. In this video, I'm going to discuss something that happened that was really rather neat to me, and just a little bit about the circumstances surrounding it. And to begin with, let me explain that it's about a news story that was done on me, um, that was posted, or not, I shouldn't say posted, but was on the news for local Alaska news, KTUU, Channel 2, on Tuesday of this week, as a matter of fact. Uh, the circumstances surrounding that are actually kind of funny, and really rather interesting, which is why I'm doing a video about it. I was at a conference 2 weeks ago called Aging and Disability uh, Conference. It's held once a year, every year, at the Special Olympics building downtown. Um, while I was there, I met a bunch of old friends, and I met some new people in the human services world, specifically community, uh, disability community services, human services world. Um, I got quite a few questions asked of me regarding assistive technology that people had heard that I had in my house. One thing led to another. It was a 2-day summit. The second day I was there, I got introduced to a local senator, and I don't know if this is how that happened or what, but uh, the following week after that particular summit that I attended, KTUU called me and said, "Yes, hello, this is KTUU. We heard about your assistive technology that you have in your home that allows you to be fairly independent. We would like to do a story on this and film you, as well as do a small article. Are you okay with that?" And, obviously my answer was yes. I've always felt that um, technology helping individuals live more on their own and not being so reliant on the system, and I don't mean just staff supports, but on the system as far as the state goes, to have to fund as much support so that someone can live is important. Like I said, it's just a bit of a weird set of circumstances that has happened regarding that, because I hadn't really reached out and said, this needs to be on the news. It needs to be a bigger thing than just, me constantly saying to other people within the developmental disability world uh, that we need to look at technology, and we need to look at how somebody is supported because of circumstances, whatever those circumstances may be. I've been saying this for years. Granted, I've only held my actual position that I have for a job now for 2 years, but I've had the technology that's adapted my life for 3 years now. And for 3 years and then some, even before I had the technology, I had always felt like this needs to be a bigger thing. There needs to be more people in the state that start doing this. to make a difference. Well, you fast forward and you go back to last week. Like I said, I had a whole bunch of people ask me questions at the summit about, my life, my technology after I'd been there for the 2 days. And, I'm more than willing to answer any question anybody has about how technology can help somebody be independent. And let me be clear, when I say someone being independent who has a challenge, what I mean is be as independent as they can, but I'm not saying to anyone that they have to do exactly what I did to be able to do more things on my own than I've ever been able to do before. But, like I said, at the summit, I had a bunch of people approach me for this thing, and one thing led to another, and next thing I know, I meet a senator that's interested in learning more about it. I don't know how it fully got wind of things, but like I said, the next week, KTUU calls and says, "Are you willing to do this story?" And obviously, because of what I believe professionally as well as personally, I jumped on it because it can only help anyone get the word out there that these kinds of things exist. And then, you fast forward to today. The story was posted this past Tuesday on KTUU's website, as well as, they actually showed it on TV this past Tuesday. And fast forward to today, as a matter of fact, this morning I got a call from the Disability and Senior Services Office for the entire state of Alaska. They want to use the article or the story that was done on me by Channel 2 to promote the State of Alaska Independent Living Council's project that deals with getting individuals with a variety of different style of challenges technology. But they want to put my story on their website in connection with that and try to promote that. Obviously, as far as that goes, I said yes to that because, again, it furthers the overall goal of what my intention behind being willing to do that story was in the first place. I'm going to put a link to the story in the TV spot that they did for this in the description down below, so you'll be able to click on it and then go watch the spot, or the story spot, in other words. And I say story spot because it unfortunately is only like a 2 to 3 minute deal, but and I say unfortunately because I would have loved, on a purely selfish level, to have it be a little bit longer, because it's a topic that for me is near and dear to me personally as well as professionally. But you can watch the newscast, and I hope it inspires you to look into options for someone. And if you have any questions about anything you've heard me talk about today, or something you see in the story sparks a question, you can contact me via email at tnoah@hopealaska.org, all lowercase, or leave a comment down below in the video section here, and I will do my best to answer it. Have a great day, folks.